All right, fifth, there's no formation without repetition. All right, this is a big, big, big one right here. Formation is slow. All right, sometimes we're like in an instantaneous culture. We want results right now. And sometimes you're going to be feeling like I'm not doing anything at all, but you're actually growing. A number of years ago, I heard this phrase, and I can't tell you who I heard it from, but they said, hey, the best leaders are readers. And I thought, man, I am not a reader. I need to be a reader. And I realized, like, I've always thought I'm not a reader. Ever since I was a kid, I'm like, man, I hate reading. I remember back in, I think 6th grade, my mom like kind of used that as punishment, like reading as punishment. Like in the summers, we had to like take a reading break, and we got in trouble, we had to go read. And so why would I do something for fun that was punishment, right? And I know it was all like good intended and stuff, but I just generally, it was too slow for me. And so I remember actually in the 6th grade going to get this book. We had to go to the library and pick a book out. I got Bob Hope's Confessions of a Hooker, just because it sounded sexy and I thought I'd piss her off. And it's actually about his lifelong love affair with golf. I realized it wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. But nonetheless, I read that during the summer. My wife a few years ago said, no, actually, Kurt, you are a reader. My wife, her graduate level work has all been in like literacy and reading, and she does that in our school systems, does a focus on that. And she's like, no, you are a reader. You just don't read the traditional way that most people read. You don't like read novels, but you're reading all the time. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I do read all the time. And that kind of empowered me to realize, okay, I do read, and I'm constantly taking information. And that confidence built where I began even saying, I do read books, and I read leadership stuff, and I read, things that are self-help and how to improve. And I've realized, like, I've got like 2 or 3 books going most of the time, but that was something that grew over time. I became a reader over time. And so practices have a cumulative effect on your spiritual formation. It's kind of like Mr. Miyagi and Daniel's son, all right? There's going to be moments where you feel like you're just waxing Mr. Miyagi's car. There's going to be moments where you just feel like you're pounding nails in his dojo edition, but you know what you're doing? You're actually being formed into a karate master. There's going to be moments in your spiritual formation where you're going to feel like, gosh, I'm just starting my day with a little quietness. On the weekend, I practice some Sabbath. I make sure I'm attending, worship services. I'm in a place where I'm getting instructed. But guess what? Over time, you're actually growing and you're apprenticing and you're following of Jesus.